Are the Lakers finally about to solve their biggest problem? After months of speculation, there's renewed hope that Walker Kessler could be heading to Los Angeles. But that's not all. The Lakers reportedly explored a move for a towering 7'4" center before making a dramatic U-turn, while three players could be on the verge of leaving for the very same reason. And with pressure mounting, a major roster upgrade now looks inevitable. Subscribe to SkyHook Report and stay tuned for the full breakdown.
Is the Lakers' current front court enough to win it all, or is the front office playing a dangerous game of wait and see while the championship window slowly closes? After watching the intensity of the most recent NBA Finals, the gap between the elite and the Lakers has never felt wider. It was painfully obvious that Los Angeles simply doesn't possess the same caliber of depth and raw talent as the teams hoisting the Larry O'Brien Trophy. For a franchise that now features a generational star like Luka Doncic alongside its core, failing to maximize the roster isn't just a mistake, it's an organizational crisis. Before this offseason, there was a sense that internal growth might be enough, but now the narrative is shifted. The Lakers find themselves at a crossroads where standing still is synonymous with falling behind. The before was a team hoping for health, the now is a team that realizes it lacks the physical presence required to dominate the modern NBA landscape. This isn't just about finding a backup, it's about a fundamental shift in how the Lakers protect the paint and support their stars. The conflict here is as clear as day. The center market is notoriously thin, and the Lakers are operating with limited assets. The pressure on the front office is mounting because they can't afford a swing and a miss. They're looking for a starting caliber anchor in a league where every other contender is searching for the exact same thing. Competing teams are already circling the few available targets, and the luxury tax implications of a major move could hamstring the Lakers' future flexibility. Do they go all in on a trade, or they gamble on a free agency market that lacks proven depth? According to ESPN's Brian Windhorst, the organization is prepared to be aggressive. League sources indicate a strong expectation that the Lakers will address the center position by any means necessary. Windhorst reports that if a solution isn't found in free agency, a trade is the inevitable backup plan. The Lakers reportedly have plan A, B, C, D, and E ready to roll. With the NBA draft approaching on June 23rd and 24th, the clock is ticking on whether Rob Pelinka will use future draft capital or the number 25th overall pick to secure an established veteran. From an analytical perspective, this is a do-or-die moment for the Pelinka era. The risk of overpaying for a mid-tier center is high, but the reward, a balanced roster that allows Luka Doncic and Anthony Davis to operate without carrying the entire defensive load, is the only path back to a title. The Western Conference is a gauntlet of elite size, and without a legitimate upgrade at the 5, the Lakers are essentially entering a gunfight with a knife. If they don't land a premier rim protector, can they really call themselves contenders?
What if the unattainable dream target just became the most realistic trade piece on the board? For months, the consensus around the league was that the Utah Jazz would never let Walker Kessler walk. He was the cornerstone of their defense, the young building block they intended to pair with Jaren Jackson Jr. for the next decade. But in the NBA, 24 hours is an eternity, and the relationship between Kessler and the Jazz front office has reportedly hit a breaking point, sending shockwaves through the Lakers' war room. Just a few days ago, it was believed Utah would match any offer sheet for the restricted free agent. Kessler represented stability. Now, according to insider reports from Sam Amick, Kessler is at odds with the front office over a lack of a rookie-scale extension offer last summer. The before was a guaranteed future in Salt Lake City. The now is a standoff that has the door wide open for a team like the Lakers to swoop in and steal a franchise-altering defensive anchor. The drama here is fueled by Kessler's desire for security and Utah's hesitation to pay up. For the Lakers, this is the ultimate roster fit puzzle. They need a rim protector who can mask defensive lapses and dominate the boards, allowing Luka Doncic to focus on offensive mastery. However, a sign-in trade for a restricted free agent is a minefield of CBA rules and salary cap gymnastics. Can the Lakers offer enough draft capital to entice Danny Ainge, a man known for fleecing trade partners, without gutting their bench? The facts are impossible to ignore. Kessler is a 24-year-old elite finisher and one of the league's premier shot blockers. Last season, he proved his value by covering the rebounding deficiencies of his teammates, a trait that would translate perfectly to a Lakers lineup that has struggled with second-chance points. The Lakers have multiple draft picks they can now dangle in negotiations. and league sources suggest Pelinka is already preparing to pick up the phone. Kessler has been linked to LA for what feels like forever, and the friction in Utah might finally make it a reality. Looking at the reward, Kessler is the Plan A Brian Windhorst was talking about. He is a long-term, cost-effective solution in the paint who fits the timeline of the Lakers' current core. The risk? Giving up too many future assets for a player who hasn't yet proven he can stay healthy for a full playoff run. But in the Western Conference, you need a big who can change the geometry of the court. Adding Kessler would instantly catapult the Lakers' defense into the top 5. Is Walker Kessler the missing piece to a Lakers championship?
Could the Lakers' most successful bargain signings actually be the reason the roster falls apart this summer? It's the ultimate good problem turned nightmare. You find players who massively outproduce their contracts only for them to realize their true value and test the open market just when you need them most. While the headlines are obsessed with LeBron James' future, a much more immediate threat is looming over the Lakers' depth. 3 key rotation pieces, Austin Reeves, DeAndre Ayton, and Marcus Smart, all hold the keys to their own exits, and the latest projections are grim. The before was a Lakers team enjoying elite production on bargain bin prices. The now is a reality where the bill is finally coming due. All 3 players have player options for the 2026-27 season, and according to The Athletic's John Hollinger, it is inconceivable that they will opt in. They've outplayed their deals, they've proven they belong in a championship rotation, and now they want the payday that matches their production. If all 3 walk, the Lakers aren't just losing players, they're losing their identity. The conflict lies in the Lakers' salary cap limitations. If Reeves, Ayton, and Smart all enter free agency, the Lakers will be forced into a bidding war against teams with significantly more cap space. Reeves is currently on a deal worth less than $15 million, but he's expected to at least double that in the open market. Ayton, who took a cheap prove-it deal in LA, has a board value of over $19 million compared to his $8 million option. Smart, looking for one last major payday, is valued at nearly double his $5.4 million option. Can the Lakers afford to keep all 3 without triggering a massive luxury tax bill? The numbers tell a frightening story for Lakers fans. John Hollinger's analysis suggests that Austin Reeves will be one of the most sought-after guards on the market, potentially commanding $30 million per year. DeAndre Ayton will be among the most gettable starting centers, making him a prime target for teams looking to poach Lakers talent. Smart, ever the savvy veteran, signed his deal specifically with this opt-out in mind, and his play has earned him an $11.6 million valuation. While all 3 could renegotiate a return to LA, it would be under vastly different and more expensive parameters. This is a classic risk versus reward situation for the front office. The reward for re-signing them is continuity and a proven winning core. The risk is becoming a top-heavy team with no flexibility to add veteran minimum players to the bench. If the Lakers lose this trio, they are essentially starting a rebuild of their secondary unit from scratch. It puts immense pressure on the draft and the trade market to fill 3 massive holes simultaneously. If you're Rob Pelinka, which of these 3 is the must-keep player? Could a 7'4" Italian teenager have been the unicorn the Lakers needed to solve their front court woes? For a brief moment, the Lakers scouting department thought they had found a hidden gem, a massive mobile center with tools you can't teach. But just as the hype began to build, the plan took a dramatic and unexpected U-turn. Luigi Sumiego, the tower from Milan, was firmly on the Lakers' radar, but a sudden decision has forced Rob Pelinka to erase one name from his draft board and look elsewhere for size. Before this week, Sumiego was the intriguing, long-term project that many fans hoped would be the Lakers' version of a developmental giant. He had been playing for Serbian powerhouse KK Megabasket, averaging a solid 8.5 points and 5.3 rebounds, while showing flashes of a 30% three-point stroke. The now, however, is a complete postponement of his NBA dreams. On June 13th, Sumiego officially withdrew from the 2026 NBA draft, choosing instead to commit to Villanova for the 2026-27 season. The conflict for the Lakers is the immediate need for size versus the reality of the draft board. Sumiego was projected as an early second-round pick who could have risen into the late first round, exactly where the Lakers are picking at number 25. By withdrawing, he removes a high-upside, cost-effective solution in the paint from the Lakers' reach. Now the front office is forced to pivot to other prospects who might not have the same physical ceiling. Did the Lakers wait too long to make their interest known, or did Sumiego simply see the benefit of another year of development in the NCAA?
The facts surrounding Sumiego's profile explain why NBA Draft Room called him a big mobile center with a high skill level. He developed through the youth ranks at Pallacanestro Varese and Olimpia Milano before his stint in Serbia. At 7'4", his ability to move his feet and shoot from the perimeter made him a target not just for the Lakers, but also the Boston Celtics and San Antonio Spurs. ESPN ranked him as the number 32 overall prospect before his withdrawal. Now he'll spend a year at Villanova, likely boosting his stock for the 2027 draft and potentially moving out of the Lakers' range forever. From an analyst's take, this is a missed opportunity for the Lakers to secure a low-risk, high-reward project. While Sumiego was a long ways to go with his development, his presence in the draft would have given the Lakers another option if they decided to keep their pick. His withdrawal highlights the volatility of the draft process and the difficulty of finding true size in the modern game. Now the Lakers' search for frontcourt depth becomes even more desperate as the pool of available giants shrinks. Was the Lakers' interest in Sumiego a sign they're looking for a specific type of big man?